All right, we got a hell of a story. So Candace Owens is doing a Harvey Weinstein rehabilitation campaign, and it's Weinstein, excuse me, rehabilitation. And I think Candace Owens is just trolling everybody at this point. Here it is.
I do think that you stepped on somebody's toes. Like there's somebody's toes that you stepped on that you may not have been aware of when you were in Hollywood because you had a lot of power. You had a lot of power.
I agree with you, Candace. Looking back on it, there are definitely people, I can't say who.
Why not? Why can't you say who? What do you have to lose?
Because I'm not sure that I'm right.
Can you say, I think? Maybe.
I will say that I think there are people whose toes I stepped on.
Harvey Weinstein, he had a lot. I mean, you had the greatest movies that were in Hollywood. You had a lot of power. And I'm wondering if there was anybody in Hollywood that you may have been fighting with at that time, like whether it was, another producer or another company or an individual.
The establishment, I would not say was my friends.
Right. And what is the establishment in Hollywood?
It's normally the big studios. You know what I mean? And it's, it's the big studios, but I can't say that they put me into a New York Times article.
Put it up full mass. You see, Harvey, it wouldn't be an issue if the toes you stepped on weren't connected to the asses you were grabbing.
Yep.
Okay. So Candace Owens is doing a rehabilitation campaign for this guy. A reminder, Harvey Weinstein was found guilty of sexual assault in New York. Found guilty. After his sex crimes conviction in the state was overturned last year, he is serving a 16-year sentence after being convicted of sex crimes in Los Angeles. After Owens posed the question how he was doing, the former film producer launched into a complaint about the proceedings of his most recent sexual assault trial, which resulted in a conviction last month. Quote, "There's no reason that this trial shouldn't be a mistrial. And so you can add me to those voices, who feel that something's wrong with the system." Weinstein protested. "This is a terrible outcome," end quote. Owens conducted her first interview with him in May, during which the former film producer proclaimed his innocence. Quote, "I made mistakes. There's no question about it. I hurt my family. I hurt my friends. I cheated on my wife," he said. Quote, "But I did not commit these crimes. I swear that before God and the people watching now and on my family. I'm wrongfully accused," end quote. So in April, Owens said, quote, "He was wrongfully convicted in my conclusion," end quote. That's not the only thing Candace is occupied with at the moment. She's also occupied with this.
If I ever come to you and I say I'm putting up a GoFundMe and I need the money, I want to make sure I really need the money, And right now, we're obviously looking and shopping with lawyers. We do not really need the money at this moment. It's very early on, but I know that the process is supposed to be the pain, that they want to drag this out. I can't see them wanting to make it to discovery. I just don't see that happening. I think they'll fake kill Brigitte first. Like they'll be like, "Oh, Brigitte passed away from stress because of what Candace did. Oh, nobody can talk about her being a man anymore because Brigitte's gone. This is terrible." That's what I'm more likely that would be the conclusion. I feel like that's way more likely than them going through discovery.
Put it up full mass. So Owens is suggesting that the French president's wife may fake her death to avoid answering a lawsuit. They're in the process of suing Owens for defamation. And because of that, Owens has the opportunity to launch a counterclaim And she has the ability to depose. She can get them under oath, and she can also file for discovery of evidence or information. So according to her theory, it is much more likely that they are going to fake the demise of this individual than face Candace Owens' discovery doctrine. Okay. The initial filing in the lawsuit charged Owens with propagating a number of outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictions, including that the French president's wife was born a man, stole another person's identity, transitioned into Ms. Brigitte. Both the president and the president's wife are blood relatives committing incest, she says. This was chosen. This was as a chosen dynamic to be president of France as part of a CIA-operated MK Ultra program or similar mind control program. And the French president's wife and the French president are both committing forgery, fraud, and abuses of power to conceal these secrets that are somehow covered by the CIA, even though they are in France. Let's put Candace back up again. Let's put her back up. You're having a good time, aren't you? I mean, there's no way possible you thought that you could prove any of these claims, nor do you believe them. I mean, maybe one or two of these claims coming from a person being rehabilitated out of the MAGA cult, such as yourself, possibly. But all of these claims in one human being, I don't get it. All right, so Sharon.
I believe that Candace is perhaps auditioning for Stephen Colbert's spot. This is wildly entertaining. It actually is, to hear her dissect people like Harvey Weinstein. I am hopeful she gets Cosby next, because that could be a wild conversation. As far as the French president and Candace legal filing with all of these allegations and cutting edge, we'll say. I say let's just see where it goes. Okay, you never know. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. I guess Macron knows. The husband knows. We shouldn't be. This is just. It's another legal story, and then we're going to treat it like that. I apologize, Scott.
We'll see what shakes out of the case.